The police tape on this gate is the only thing separating us from a crime scene that Quincy investigators are now calling a possible homicide. When it comes down to each kid, what they get to spend, about $60. Big Brother will be watching if you let him. That's because Verizon Wireless has patented a new DVR that tracks not only what you watch, but what you're doing while you watch. You have close to at least 50 different words of comfort and sympathy from the people that came to this vigil. It was a night to remember 2-year-old Easton Zanger, known to many of us as Super E-Man. Cape Air needs 986 outgoing passengers for the month of December to get that $1 million bonus. It's a call you never hoped to get. Barry Von Toon and his son Lee were hunting in Shelbyville Saturday when they got the call that their Palmyra home was on fire. Barry quickly called home to his wife Darlene, but no one answered. Moments later, the Palmyra Fire Department arrived on scene.
It's difficult, you start having a lot of different things, you got to get in there.
Volunteer firefighters Lieutenant Mark Heidbreder and Devin Nelson entered the Von Toon home with a mission: to find a woman trapped inside.
You just got to step back, take a deep breath, and it's what you're trained for.
You go from just trying to fight the fire to tearing down the door and getting in the house trying to find somebody.
A police officer told the firefighters he'd heard screams for help inside the home. That's when Heidbreder and Nelson began the blind search for the woman.
You couldn't see 2 foot in front of you. You had to basically go by feeling.
Within minutes, the two found Darlene Von Toon on her bedroom floor with a smoke alarm ringing above.
She was unconscious but breathing.
When the smoke cleared, Nelson realized the woman he had just saved was a family friend.
I am so proud of Devin and Mark. They done a wonderful job getting in there and getting her out.
I'm just glad it all worked out and that she's doing well. It's a good outcome.
Darlene had inhaled hot smoke and soot, which burned the insides of her lungs and throat. Her husband knows it could have been much worse.
I'd really like to thank this fire department, and I'm proud of them for the work they did to get her out of there.
Devin Nelson and Mark Heidbreder, the whole fire department, but you two are true heroes of Palmyra. You saved my mom's life, and my whole family is eternally grateful, and we cannot thank you enough.
Brooke Hasch, KHQA News, Palmyra.
This decision very clearly has nothing to do with either open or concealed carry. It has everything to do with right to carry. Most states you can carry one way or the other. In Illinois, they have a complete ban on this fundamental right. You have no way to protect yourself in public places.
Tuesday's ruling stems from 2 federal court cases consolidated in May 2011. Mary Shepard was left for dead in a brutal beating 3 years ago while working in her church. While she had a license to carry a gun in 2 states, she was prohibited from doing so in Illinois. Soon after, Michael Moore of Champaign and Charles Hooks of Percy filed similar suits. The 2-1 ruling sided with their case, but left a number of unanswered questions.
The court, at the same time, stayed this decision for 180 days, which, if I understand it right, means that law enforcement can continue to enforce the law. But why would you want to enforce a law that has been declared unconstitutional?
Pike County Sheriff Paul Petty says nothing will change for law enforcement until further decisions are made.
If 180 days comes and we have not done anything, meaning the legislatures in Illinois, then obviously we'll be looking at other avenues. Until that time, we're not doing anything.
He's confident the state will allow some form of conceal or carry in the end.
Illinois, obviously being the 50th state, will have 49 other states to look over. It's not like they're just starting the process, which is a really good thing.
Dr. Dan Mefford says if the state can't agree on what to do in the next 6 months, Illinois will become a constitutional carry state. That would free a person from state regulations on carrying a firearm. Brooke Hasch, KHQA News, Pittsfield, Illinois.